emodels.co.uk. Make something awesome.
Welcome to part 4 of the E-Models build. I'm doing the Kawasaki Ninja H2R. This is the pre-coloured edition in 1/9 scale. So, where we're up to. So in the previous part we built up the swing arm, attached the rear wheel and then attached it to the engine. So in this part what I'm going to be doing is, which is part 11, is fitting these parts to the side of the model. So we've got cover for the chain and a bit of an attachment to some hosing, and then we put on these parts to do with the rear brake or clutch, something like that. Anyway, we'll be putting there's a foot pedal on it. Shift lever assembly, that's what it says. That's best if you read it. It says here, shift lever assembly. There we go. So we'll get that fixed. So first of all, we've got the chain cover, which has this part attached to it. Just make sure we've got the right orientation. So with the E, without dropping it, it's the part that the hose attaches to, points towards the front of the engine. And then just to make it even easier, there's 2 holes, and a large and a small pin. So get that matched up, and squeeze together. Here we go, and that then fixes onto the engine. What have we got? Then 2 prongs, can you see those? Yep, 2 prongs. We have a hole just under the chain and one at the top there. Squeeze that into place. That's all done. That's very simple. So next part we have build up the rear lever assembly. So we start off with this chrome part, then you layer it up, and this goes behind it, which is this part here. So what we'll do, I think we can fix that before. So this goes this way around and fix it into, there's a vague arrow pointing out somewhere over here. Assuming that's quite a big attachment, that's quite a big hole there, so we'll aim at that. So we'll just place it there for now, that looks about right. So anyway, we'll see how that works out. I'd imagine one of these rear parts fix to it. There's a bit of flesh on those. These bits at the end are not actually part of the pin, so we'll snip those 2 off. There we go, looks a bit better. So anyway, we'll see how that goes together. So we start off with everything in the right orientation. Okay, and this larger lug at the top goes in that hole. Trying to bend everything. There you go, so that's work out what orientation we want with that. That moves a bit, and I'll put the foot pedal in once it's on the bike and we know where we are. That's not, we'll put it in now. So again, this one needs to lean, so the it points forwards. Again, put it in there and squeeze. So that points towards the front of the bike, and this will fit onto, actually the same with that, onto these two holes here. Okay, so that bottom spike and this lever, I'm assuming, come together. Yes, they do. Alright, just bear with. Just get this bottom spike to go in. A pair of tweezers or something. Yeah, just some flat tweezers. Don't know if they squeeze it in. There we go. Let's give it a squeeze. Make sure it's all the way in. So we can get these two levers to meet. Oh, shipping button. No, knock another bits off. I'll get that in a sec. Do. That's not very good, it's snapped a bit, so I'll just pause there and I'll get it to fit together. Probably have to glue it in a sec, so bear with. Okay, so that's fixed it. This part A is really very flimsy, so what I would suggest is fitting this part onto it very carefully before you fit it to anything else, and even putting this foot pedal in, I bent it a bit, so be very careful with this part because it just seemed to be a bit flimsy. So anyway, I've fitted it, put a little bit of extra thin to glue that together, so once it's dried I can give it a touch up with a chrome pen. So that's part 11 done, they're all fitted on. So part 12 we've got assembly and attaching the exhaust pipes, which is all these chrome parts. So what I'll do is I'll fit it basically out of the box and we'll see how we go. But I think if I was doing it for myself rather than e-model, so I probably would strip it, but in this case I'll do it straight out of the box. Okay. What I'll do as well is I'll make up the bike stand, which is a bit further on in the instructions. I'll do that first and see how the chrome goes together. So bear with, we'll have a ruffle through. It's in here somewhere. Obviously don't want to stand the bike up until the very end. There we go. So we have the bike stand. So we'll clear the decks a little sec. So that goes on the other bit, doesn't it? So again, I'll fit it in the hose, so that goes from there underneath the frame and out the front. So it attaches to something on the handlebars later. So we'll get that fixed. There, we'll fit it on. So this goes off out up through the front. So like so, double check where it's going in a sec, but that's hose fitted as well. So again, what I'll do, I'll pause there, get these parts cut off, and we'll see how they look and how they go together. Right, back in a sec. Okay, so that's the stand. It's fairly easy to put together. Just a word of warning, these little parts here are separate, and they have little lugs at the end of them which go into little holes. Don't do like I did and cut them all off. So careful when you're doing it. Stop banging the camera. So on the stand itself, all the attachment points were visible. So there are quite a few black pin marks or something on there. But it does work well as a stand. So strange that you'd only put that build that right to the end. Anyway, that's built. Looking at it, the exhaust parts are all fitted or attached to the sprue in parts that are hidden. Might have to scrape some of the chrome off to get things together. So what I'll do, I'll get them cut off, and then we'll go through and see what it all looks like. Back in a sec. Okay, so that's the exhaust off. Just see if they can see. So the attachments are all on the parts that it shouldn't show. So this part goes into the front of the engine. So it's quite a big nub on there, so I've got that a good clean up. And the other one's down the bottom here, where the two parts of the exhaust put together. So again, they need to clean up, so if it's a good fit. So if you take them all off and don't know which way around they go, an easy way to work it out is if the ones that are paired together have the same sort of bend. So if they're sort of putting against each other, you've got the wrong one. There's only 4 of them, so it's not going to take a lot of working out. So that's how they go. So those two go together, and these two go together. Okay, and we got the pattern pokes, which goes on there. Get a little bit turning up because the joints were all just in on there. So see how that goes together. See if it needs a bit more turning up. And the one that joins everything together at the bottom there, and the screw goes through the hole that isn't there. So again, we'll get that cleaned up. That's better, a little bit of a hole. So I did it from the back, so if it's scratched or anything, it shouldn't show. Say screw going through there. So what do we do? So I'll start off with fitting these two parts together, and then fitting the exhausts in, and then the box on, and then we can fit it to the bike. Okay, so this okay, that's in there like that, so there's a bit of a gap. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's together. So next we have they're both inserted into this side. Get them all around, you just pull them out again. So you can move things around a little bit when you put it up to the engine if it's all wrong. So you can put it one at a time and the grip. Said that, I decided not to. The other one did. Anyway, keep working. lot of jiggling around, so these two might be the wrong way around. So that's just showing the camera, sorry about that, just jiggling a bit. Yeah, so that should be pretty straight on there. So we've got them right around. Bit out, so I may have gone the wrong way around. As if you could make a note of which letters are which I didn't. So anyway, we'll see how we get on. Oh, that should be right. I've just been twisting these around just to make sure they're so that's a bit straighter, so I'll try that. Yeah, I think these need a further tidy up, so again I'll just pause it there and I'll give them a good clean up and see them getting fitted onto the bike. Back in a sec. Okay, that's got the exhaust fitted. What I had to do is just give the pins a bit of a file down to make them a bit smoother, and they popped in no problem at all. And just attached it with a little screw in there, which is one of the little B screws. And so we're just looking at doing the back box. So the sides part of it has this little raised part, so that goes, let's put it off again, I'll glue that on. Anyway, that goes on because the back of the exhaust pipe sort of wedges away, so the back of it, this basically that goes to the back, as simple as we're saying it. Okay, and then this goes on. This goes on like so. Okay, misbehaving. This goes on first, and then we'll slide it on there. See, that's why I didn't show a lot of that, because it was fiddling like this. So we've got to clean up that hole. Covered in chrome for ages now. It's like Christmas, get covered in glitter. So that definitely goes on that way around. So this now should fit on there. Okay, not 100% sure that's the right position, but I'll check it and sort it out. So anyway, that's the exhaust on as well. So I think with putting those bits on the side, then the exhaust, we'll call that part 4 done. So as usual, hop along to eModels, that's emodels.co.uk, brilliant website, great prices, and there'll be a link below if you want to get yourself this model. It's a really good model so far. So yeah, pop along to eModels, follow the link below. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, and they'll anytime a new build's put up, you'll get a notification. And also, if you like the videos, click the like button as well. Thank you very much. So that's me, that's part 4. See you soon.